I'll kick things off. I'm going to go with Gardner Minshew. He gets Tampa Bay. I think Minshew's like the best traditional streamer this week, just in terms of like percent rostered. But if the guy that you're going to talk about is not rostered, I'd probably play him above him. But regardless, Gardner Minshew, Tampa Bay's 13th in adjusted fantasy points allowed to quarterbacks this year. They've given up a top 3 quarterback performance, Denny, in 4 of their last 6 games. They faced good quarterbacks, but still, they've allowed 320 plus passing yards over this stretch to Jared Goff, Josh Allen, CJ Stroud, and Brock Purdy. There's a 23-point implied team total for Indianapolis. It's the 10th highest on the week. And here's the other thing. I was looking into this for 15 transactions this week. Gardner Minshew has faced a really, really tough schedule this season. I didn't realize this until I really dug in. But on the season, Minshew, only one of his 6 starts has come against a top half opponent in adjusted fantasy points allowed. So a favorable opponent. And 4 of his games have come against a bottom 7 matchup in adjusted fantasy points allowed. So I really think that this spot for Minshew is a good one. Good implied team total. Obviously, decent weapons. Hopefully Josh Downs is healthy. It sounds like he has a knee issue that's been lingering. The fact that Josh Downs is doing what he's doing this season with like this knee issue that's been around since like April, like what a beast.
Yeah.
What a monster. But yeah, I like Minshew this week.
I have Jordan Love, plays against the pass funnel Lions. We love our pass funnels, folks. Detroit is allowing the 6th highest dropback EPA since week 6. They become a somewhat generous secondary, and teams just cannot run. Aaron Jones is not going to play this week. AJ Dillon, I guess, is going to be the lead back, which I honestly could see Jordan Love dropping back a ton here, 40 plus times. So just from a volume standpoint, he's still bad. And I just want to be very clear about that. Still not good. But we like some volume, and we probably will get it on Thanksgiving from Jordan Love.
Have you seen all the analysis this week from analysts talking about how Jordan Love's like turning the corner and that he looked so? It's no. There's no doubt in my mind that there is inherent bias when you're watching film when you face an easy opponent and when you don't face an easy opponent.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that people who are watching film and doing that analysis are doing a poor job. I'm just saying that it's just natural for that to seep into your analysis. Like the Chargers are so bad defensively and have been so bad through the air that it allows quarterbacks to just naturally look a little bit better. They're going to throw passes that might look okay by film and you can kind of brush them off. But you put Cleveland back there, those exact same throws are going to be interceptions. And even if you think that your analysis is good enough that you can discern the difference between, an interception in this game and an interceptable ball in another game, I just don't think it's very possible for a lot of humans to do that.
Yeah, Jordan Love 33rd in completion rate over expected. Yeah. Really quite poor.
Not great. I do want to mention really quickly Baker Mayfield, since I don't know why I didn't have him on the list to begin with, but part of it was because of the percent roster number. But if we're going to mention Jordan Love, we should mention Baker Mayfield. I'll throw him out there. Indy's the 9th best opponent in adjusted points allowed. I think that game has sneaky scoring appeal too. Not a horrible over-under with this current state of the NFL, where it just seems like, there's games that have like 33-point over-unders and totals. So I do think Baker works. But another one you could go to is whoever starts for New Orleans. I would put them 4th on this list that we're talking about. Even if it's Jameis, who I think we probably like a little bit more for fantasy purposes, but even if it's Jameis instead of Carr, who is apparently still in concussion protocol.
Yeah.
But they get Atlanta. Atlanta's the 4th best matchup for quarterbacks in adjusted fantasy points allowed. I don't think there's like a massive difference between Jameis and Carr. Maybe I'd rather have Jameis. I'd rather have Jameis for like a Chris Olave. But overall, I'm not like overly excited to use either of those guys. I would rather play Love, Minshew, Baker, or I love Baker, Minshew, than those players as desperation.
By the way, as for Baker, our Bucks have become the pass first Bucks, 5% over their expected dropback rate over the past month. We like that a lot.
Yeah,